Hey everyone, so today I wanted to talk about consumers and how the job market is adjusting for the consumer demands. I want to apologize if I cough during this video. I'm making some spicy chili, and that is really messing up my voice right now as I inhaled a whole bunch of it. But essentially, I spoke on Tesla slashing their prices on their vehicles, and there will be a lot more to come. There will be a lot more to follow. But what I wanted to really address was the fact that these companies are making so much money that they can slice their prices by 13,500 or 7,500 per vehicle. You'll see the same type of efforts made when it comes to TVs, when it comes to all of these other gadgets that people typically spend an arm and a leg for, but truly it didn't cost them a fraction of that to make it. And here's why. It doesn't matter what something costs you to make it. It matters what someone is willing to pay for that thing that determines its worth and its value, right? So as long as you as the consumer decide that this is worth you paying for it at that price, they have no real reason to ever change that price because the demand is high and they are meeting that demand because you are providing them with your funds in order to make that happen. And so I just wanted to make that pretty clear. TVs are not sold at the value that it could be sold for because people are willing and ready to pay far more than the cost that it took to make it. I'm talking more than 10%, more than 20%, more than 30%, more than 100%. These people are making a boatload of killing off of electronics, sneakers, all of these things. I'm now seeing sneakers that typically you'll be able to find a sneaker in Foot Locker for under $100. Now, when I go in there, you can't find anything for less than $160. And that's just with a 2-year delay in me going to a sneaker store. What does that tell me? That tells me that people are consuming so much that the business believes they can generate more revenue, up to more than double what they were generating before, right? Because a $60 increase on 100 is more than a 50% value add. You're increasing the value by more than half of what it was before. But that just shows when people are consuming so much, buying houses, buying cars, buying a second car, a third car, buying an iPhone for $1,000, buying this and that. And I have an iPhone myself. And I have the iPhone 11, and I have not upgraded because I didn't see a need to upgrade because they provide the same product, the same service that I've been receiving, right? So, with that being said, when I look at the value that I'm receiving from my iPhone, I say a better camera is not worth me spending an additional $800 for. And, why did we buy it initially? Well, one second. We might have bought it in order to FaceTime, communicate with family members, do things that we weren't able to do in the past. Prior to the iPhone, I had a Metro PCS. And I wasn't nearly able to communicate with so many people, get on so many apps, play video games, network, do business calls, multitask, FaceTime, screen share, all this stuff, right? So like what we're able to do is constantly improving, and at no additional cost to me, to be honest, because we didn't have screen share when I bought the iPhone 11. So the value in this phone continues to increase, whereas I'm gaining more value from it the longer I have kept it. And then Tesla seems to provide that same type of benefit with all of the updates that it does to the vehicle itself. With that being said, you want to look for things that constantly provide you value, but you also don't want to be like everyone else. You want to be someone who is a good manager of money, meaning you're not just out there to spend your last dollar, your last dime in order to, I don't know, just impress others or feel good for a day or two. You're looking at your future. You're a forward thinker. You're doing exactly what these businesses are doing. You're projecting outward what you want your life to look like, what you want to be, how you want to succeed moving forward. And in that, you are finalizing a plan. How much can I spend on fun? How much can I spend on food? How much can I spend on everything that is required for me to be a successful individual in life? And then how do I utilize the remaining money to do something productive and benefit myself in the future? So these are the things that we have to get into, because these businesses have been running us dry so long, and now they're saying, oh, you can no longer afford this. We've taken all your money. Let's now drop our prices. Let's now drop our prices so that the cheap people who couldn't get it for the last 5 years, now we can take your money too. That's how I look at it. And you know what? I'm okay. As cheap as it is now, I'd rather wait 3 more years for the used version, which is going to be half of that price. And that's when I come in. You see, people laugh at people like me who get the 2023 version in 2026. Unbelievable. Must not have any money at all. But in fact, I have a lot more money because I didn't purchase that 2023 vehicle in 2023, right? It's not that I can't go out and get that vehicle, but I decided it wasn't worth the cost to acquire it at that time. In fact, I'd rather pay what the dealership paid to make it. And if I'm going to do that, I must wait a little bit longer. Yes, it'll have a lot more miles than when the dealership made it, but I will have that financial peace, that financial freedom when I go ahead and get it, and it'll be a big upgrade from what I'm currently driving now. So, again, switch that mindset. We're not here to impress anyone. We're here to be forward thinkers and think about how we're going to progress our lives in order to be the best version of ourselves in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years from now. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.